Hello and welcome to another card video. Today I'm making a Valentine's Day card. I'm using a set called Greeting Card Kids. I'm using a pattern paper by Stampin Up, and the base is going to be with Passion Pink, which is also a Stampin Up. So I stamped my image with Memento Tuxedo Black ink on Whisper White cardstock to begin. And today I'm going to be combining Copic markers with a Stampin' Up! Pink Passion marker, which is a water-based dye ink. Normally you wouldn't mix the two, but I wanted my ink to match perfectly with the base. So I began with coloring in the dress with Copic markers, and you can see on the lid there the number. My coloring is quite sped up in the video. So I was working light, dark, medium. This is a really fun set. I've used it in many different ways. It has a Christmas stamp, a Valentine's. There's one for the beginning for a teacher's gift or for scrapbooking of the little boy and girl going to school. Am I the only one having trouble believing it's February already? It feels like it should be January still. We're already in February of 2018. Just seems to have gone really quickly. My oldest son is going to be 6 very soon. So for the skin tone, I was using a blue violet, a really light blue violet as my shadow. And then I'll go in with a skin tone. It looks really nice. It blends well together. I'd like to get the lighter version of that color, the blue violet 000. I think it would be a little bit better. Use what we have. I recently bought some new alcohol markers. They aren't Copics, they're Artist Loft, and you can get them at Michael's. I got a really good deal. I had a coupon for 40% off, and then the set of, I believe, 5 grays was only $19.99, and I got 40% off of that. They don't blend quite as nice as Copics, but for the money, it's worth the extra effort if you want to add to your colors. And I did use them with Copics too, and they're pretty good. They're better than some that I've seen. So this is the water-based dye ink, so I'm just going in on the 2 bows and the heart, and I believe the socks and the little crinoline under the dress, just to match the card base. It's a nice way to extend your supplies if you can kind of mix and match a little bit. A little bit of lace too at the collar and on the sleeves. Isn't it a sweet little picture? Just think it's so cute. So in the end, I ended up after I finished the card, I was in a card swap, and you had to have the word love in a card, so I ended up taking a black liner and I wrote love on the heart because the card had to have love in it somewhere, and it turned out really cute. So it's another little thing you can do with it. Here's the Artist Loft pen I was talking about. So this is the black one, and they are similar tips to Copic markers. They have the chiseled end and the brush tip, and they work pretty well. They are more difficult to blend. Definitely Copic is better, but when you consider a Copic marker is $7.99 and an Artist Loft marker is $3.99, sometimes it's worth spending the extra time trying to blend. So I was just going in with a white gel pen and trying to add some highlights. So just a little bit of highlighting, and then I went in with a wink of Stella and I added it to the shoes and the heart, I believe. Let's see when it comes up. I probably could have sped this part up a little bit more. A little bit on the hair. So around the edges I used a blue 00, a B00, just to give my shadow. I just was tired of using gray. I wanted something different, so just a little bit of blue. In retrospect, gray probably would have looked better, but it matched, it tied in the patterned paper too. This is a mosaic folder, and I'm going to put it through my Cricut. I still use a Cricut. I know everybody has the fancy machine that's bigger, but I don't have any dies that are so big that they won't work in this machine. And as you can see by the plates, it's been well used, and that's my second set of plates, I believe. So you just roll it through and it's cut. And now I was taking Passion Pink, and I'm just going to sponge the edges a little bit, just to kind of tie all the colors together. And I also took the same and went around the mosaic embossing just to make it pop a little bit. I love that mosaic folder when you use it on brown cardstock and you smudge a little bit of Versamark around it. It makes it look like leather. It's so pretty. I originally was going to use a bigger piece of the pattern paper, but I ended up cutting a circle out of it, and I put a little piece of ribbon, and then I put the two circles together using Tombow Mono Multi. You don't need very much, and I used a foam tape to pop it up a little bit. The end of my foam tape. The good old dollar store. And that's my finished card for this week. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, maybe you'll subscribe to my channel and come back and watch another one. And if you'd like to see the blog, I'll put the link below. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.